All right. So,
Welcome back, chats.
Yeah.
all right. You guys
It's been
had
84 years.
yeah. It's been 84 years. You guys had a number of watches on the way over. Talking amongst party members about various different things that are happening. Some different items that they've received. Plans for what's going to happen when it comes to the hags, or if it does, who knows. And continuing with some various watches till you guys end up at the castle. Where thanks to Zophie's knowledge was able to cross the drawbridge with little trouble. And make your way up to the doors that opened on their own, seemingly that's the word.
Yes.
And were escorted to the dining room by Rahadin, where you sat down, and Strahd and his brides entered in a moment or two later, having various different foods, meats, veggies, fruit. You guys have a dinner that some choose not to necessarily eat, but throughout the dinner, Strahd asks various different members more about themselves and about what they're doing and how they're liking being in his domain.
Spoiler, we don't.
That's such a nice place.
They question him about his knowledge and interaction with the temple. And then get into talking about specifics about each people. Mikhail being questioned about his pack. Strahd being questioned what he's afraid of. And then at the same time giving them a little insight into himself about what he feels with fear. Had a very funny conversation about ears and helmets.
Mm-hmm.
I have no memory of this.
I don't either.
Throsta, he commented on Throsta being able to hear or not.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
How well her hearing worked when it was covered up by the bandana. And then that led into a whole tangent about helms.
Yeah.
And how Final Fantasy does them and everything.
No. Yep.
And it wrapped up with him commenting about Vasilka looking less like a golem than the last time that he had seen her.
I remember being very spicy last session too.
A couple of you guys were a little bit not antagonistic, but a little bit more.
I know I commented about the helmet conversation, but I didn't write it all down because it was.
We just like Strahd so much.
We were. I wouldn't even say aggressive, just pointed.
I would say, guarded. Yeah.
Pointed.
Yeah. So nothing that he deemed an offense necessarily. But more pointed and stern in your manner of speaking with him this time versus previous interactions with him. Nope, go. That's not what I want. Okay. Is there anything anybody else wanted to talk about with Strahd before I progress to the next part?
I think we were just waiting for him to say the next thing. I feel like.
Yeah, he kind of left off on a.
Yep, I just wanted to make sure that the people didn't, because it was later, and I wanted to make sure people didn't have like, oh, I wanted to say this. So that's all that was.
If I did, it's gone now.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
He left off on a
so
cliffhanger. That's the word.
Dinner
Yeah.
kind of comes to its natural end as the conversation dies. Strahd will stand up and it was good talking to all of you again. You are all fascinating individuals. It is late. If you wish, you may remain here for the night. I can have Rahadin escort you to some quarters. Should you wish to leave, it is of your own choice. I must return to my study. I have business to attend to. And he will give a very courteous kind of that noble, very polite bow and make his way back out of the chambers. The rest of the brides they're not doing anything. They're not actively getting up or leaving. They're kind of just sitting there. Some of them are still kind of finishing up the last little bit of stuff that they have. Escher's just kind of lays back in the chair and just kind of sits there and relaxes. Kind of kicks his feet up onto the table and just kind of relaxes himself back. Rahadin will stand up and kind of walk over toward the door, not forcing you to leave, but just kind of standing there attentively next to it to wait to see what you guys decide you want to do. As he is either going to escort you to rooms or he's going to escort you off the grounds.
I just give a side eye to everyone in the party.
This man is named Rahadin.
Rahadin is the one that's over by the door. Yep.
The elfin.
Yeah.
Definitely not the rogue guy
Escher,
that we fought in Vallaki once.
Escher is this dude that's kicked his
not.
feet up and is lounging back in the chair.
Yeah.
Well, I know your job is to take us to our rooms, but is there any sanctioned guide around the property that maybe we could learn more about our benevolent Lord Strahd?
That would be something that you would have had to ask him. I only do what I am told.
No shit.
Fair enough.
No, never mind.
Could we go ask him?
One moment. You will see he will snap his fingers. The door over here by him will creak open just the tiniest bit, and he will look over toward it. And he will. Let me see. From your, let's see. Could you see this from your angle?
Do you want a perception check?
Yes, but the only person who's, I mean, the rest of you can make it. Zelia, you can make it normal. Anybody else who wants to do it would be at disadvantage because he's not saying anything really loud. He's whispering.
Well, if he's not covering his mouth, my thing should be able to just do it.
Yeah,
You're right.
trust me. This is more just to see if you have a good enough angle to see him versus where the door cracks open.
Does my hearing
You
help?
have a pretty low DC for this.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you're closest.
Yeah, I would say
I feel
hearing.
like-
Well, you would probably cancel that disadvantage.
It's just if you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, Zelia, you would be
Holy
able to see it.
shit.
I was more just like not
Sorry.
looking for a natural one on you,
Ignore
Zelia,
that.
so that if you were
Take the
paying
first one.
attention. It's more of what I was looking for. So you're fine, Zelia. You're good.
Just take the
You
second
know,
digit from my 2 rolls.
I was just gonna suggest to Zila, hey, you should start talking to Zophie and see if Strahd will chime in. Ask him yourself.
Oh, no, I had some intrusive thoughts I had
All
to
right.
damp down.
So yeah, so Zophie, you would be able to make out some of it. Zelia, you'd be able to read what he's asking. He's asking somebody off, like that's inside the door. He's asking them
Mhm.
to go talk to Strahd and see what he says.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Now I was just making sure you didn't roll a nat 1, Zelia, and that you were paying. That was all I was looking for with yours. If you did nat 1, then but you're good. All right.
Cool.
After a minute or two go by, the door opens again, just ever so briefly. This time you do not see the person that's on the other side of the door. And he will look toward them, and then he will turn back to you. Well, it would be unwise to bother him currently, but he does not wish currently to see the mansion, as it is in need of cleaning.
He doesn't keep his castle clean all the time.
Doesn't he have
Immaculately
maids for
so.
that?
Did something
Immaculately
happen in the castle?
so, and yet it needs
Roll
cleaning now.
an insight check.
Uh-huh.
I would like to roll an insight.
Yep,
just
you're welcome.
listening to this.
What to-
Wow.
No, if we're all
Damn.
doing it.
Okay. Let's see, this is just to help me set my DC. Okay. So if you rolled a 15 or higher.
Woo!
Dang, Ikayo barely made it.
My nat 1 isn't enough. Crazy.
No, but unfortunately,
Unfortunate.
not one.
Not gonna do it there.
Um,
I mean, he could have nat 1 too, and then it would have been a battle of the nat 1s who had the lesser plus.
Huh. There definitely appears to be something that he's clearly not telling you, that he is keeping hidden. What he's telling you is not the truth 100%. There is a part of truth with it, but it is not the truth, if that makes sense.
Cleaning.
Cleaning.
Well, if that is what Lord Strahd wishes, we shall abide.
I mean, it is his castle. We cannot just, not
Mhm.
follow that rule if it's a rule.
Well, I mean, these are his lands in general. This is his world. So, team,
Stay.
if nobody has any objections, I think we might as well take him up on his offer and stay the night here.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Wouldn't
Not often we get to sleep in a
Zila
bed.
shoots.
Slightly
Zila
safer?
shoots
Yes.
Mikael a look.
Yes, Mikhail, what do you think?
I think it is not often that we get to sleep in a bed in a comfortable place. And such an interesting place, too.
There
yeah.
you have it then.
As you
I guess
wish.
he'll be escorted to some quarters then, yes.
I
Yes.
guess we'll
So
sleep in Strahd's bed tonight.
Shut the fuck up.
Maybe you will,
Tankinos.
Sophie.
Well, they're all his beds. So what do you mean? It's his place.
Strahd is the king of red flags, and this man is saying, "Give me all of them. I am colorblind." Like,
I would assume he does not go from bed to bed sleeping in each bed every night, so I mean,
Here's what's ever
not even
worse.
own the beds. They're not really his bed.
What's worse than a black flag, though?
Oh, a black flag with a skull and crossbones.
No,
I
that's
hear
a
that to mean
pirate.
a pirate. Yeah, exactly.
Much worse.
I don't know. Some people like getting raided.
Jesus.
Oh, fucking dumb.
Okay, like,
Let's go to bed.
let's go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
In
No, you're
AJ's
not.
campaign, we have,
no, you're not.
We have in AJ's campaign, we have like an active couple going on, and there's like some undertones, but you just
It's
full
been too
sentence.
long.
I've had
Oh,
2
God.
months without D&D. I'm sorry.
Yes,
It's been
let's go to
2
our
months?
quarters.
It's been so long.
It's
It's been
I had,
forever.
well, I haven't had any of my other games. I've been
Yes,
dying.
Tranquilizer. Joey would be a bunny. Yes, he is a bunny boy.
Yes, he's our
Yes.
bunny boy, indeed.
Yes, he is our bunny
Correct.
Yeah.
boy.
We're,
All
we're
right.
slime
Told you
girls.
about this character. He's fucking dumb. I love him.
All right. So
Anyways, we go
Chris
to our
Michael boy.
quarters.
Uh,
Follow
yeah.
our
So
uh,
the
It's okay, Joey. Becky would approve.
Of course, Becky would approve.
Sorry, DM. Continue.
no, you're good. I'm just pulling you all out to the.
Everything's dark.
Yeah, that's because I'm moving you back to the
But I have dark vision.
main map.
I have
Alright.
dark vision though.
You guys have dark vision?
You guys can see.
You guys have vision?
I
Said
can
Cecile.
see. I can see. I can fight. Can I?
Fight.
Can I? Oh, I can do it that way. Interesting. Cool.
let's
Fun.
see.
Anyways.
Okay. So
Whoever
Said
said
what?
that I want to strangle
Me?
I have dark vision.
Uh,
That was everyone at one point. Anyways, moving on.
it's taken a minute. There we go.
Wait, can you see? Wait, now I'm the blind one. What the fuck is going on?
Moving up.
all right.
It's just
I'm not-
black.
I'm not blind. I'm just stupid.
I may be stupid, but I am currently blind.
What?
Well, I guess it's the blind leading the blind then.
I'm not following you. I can't see.
I can see. I have vision.
Why you have vision according to what I can see here, Joey.
I'm good. I'm no.
There are
Okay.
lights on the map. How do you not see?
I can share screens. I promise.
Now it's gonna mess up things.
Here, I got you. I got the NPCs, Joey, and myself. Let's go.
I figured it out. Yes, I was being dumb.
Were you
Alright.
not on the right map, buddy?
No.
Yes.
Anyways, we're following Rahadin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay. So he will lead you. Up this way, and coming up to this door. We'll open, maybe. Door. There we go.
Ooh.
Open. And escort
Oh,
you down
this-
this way.
I see what you mean. This place isn't
The
immaculate.
cobwebs
There's
don't all. It's a little exaggerated for the map purposes, but
Okay, fine. I don't get to
I
be
mean, it's still-
sassy.
it's still like they still exist. Yes, that's in the like intro. It talks about there being cobwebs. So they're just not quite as dramatized as they are on the map, just for purposes. So he leads you in
Extra
here,
cobwebs
and because
for
I didn't
visual
want to redo this map,
There's a dead
the
person.
Oh.
that's a statue.
That is a statue.
That's why it's large.
Ah,
I know this place.
Yeah,
Must be
so
a
the
giant.
the
Looks
pews
familiar.
and things have been shoved to the sides, and in the middle of it are a bunch of beds. All kind of laid out like you would see in a barracks, where they're all just kind of laid in a row. And he will let you in here.
It's cozy.
You know, I'll be honest. In a place this size, I was expecting guest rooms.
Yeah, I thought there'd be
actual
like
beds and
beds, like real comfortable like beds.
I
Not
was
feel like
imagining
this on a
something
bed.
with 4 posts, something like with like a little bit of cloth, like a privacy
Ooh.
thing kind of deal. You know, like real fancy kind of shit. But
fireplace in each room.
Yeah,
you
this is-
know?
this is-
yeah.
good.
Fireplace.
yeah. Speaking of which, is there any sort of warmth in this? Torches on the wall? Anything?
He will once
Yes, am I
again.
freezing in here?
Yeah, he will. Let me bring up the thing. He will once again snap his finger.
Mhm.
And come on, Instagram's why you load so slow right now. A very kind of gaunt and decrepit looking human will come in and will set up a fire in the middle of the room.
I thought that was supposed to be the human. I was like, man, that
I
guy's
thought
looking
so
real
too.
fucking
That guy's
gaunt.
looking real crazy.
Jeez.
Is that human or human with a question mark?
Roll a perception.
Yeah.
I guess would be the best
Yeah.
way to determine.
Sounds
it.
like
give me
No.
Nine.
Yeah.
Another nat one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's get him out
Get
of
him
the way
out
now.
right now. Jeez. Here, I'll offset you.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look, you did.
Okay. So, Zophie, it just looks like a really gaunt human. They just look like they're
Yeah.
really malnourished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Harrigan and Zila, the creature that brings this in looks like it at one point in time was human.
Mm-hmm.
What it is now is more undead than human.
Zombie.
It's not quite a zombie. It's not like decaying. It looks more like the meat of the body
ghoul?
has gone, and it's just skin over bone.
Ghoul.
A very
That
clean zombie.
Think like the Draugrs from the Elder Scrolls.
Mm,
They're not clean.
Well,
I
no,
I'm
they're
not saying
not.
clean. I'm not saying clean, but I'm saying like that kind of like it's just skin over a skeleton kind of
Mhm.
look.
I'm thinking of the Wendigos from what was it? That
Until dawn.
Until
Thank
dawn.
you.
Yep.
I was gonna
Also a
say
very
butterfly
That
apt,
would make more
effect.
sense.
very apt this kind of description. Yeah, it just looks
Yeah.
like skin stretched over a skeleton. It is very much not a part of the land of the living anymore. For sure.
Can I walk up to it? You look very hungry. Would you like a good Betty?
It turns and looks at you. There are no eyes in the skull. They are just
mm,
open sockets. And it looks
Oh.
at you and then looks back and just starts walking straight back out again.
mm.
Oh, fair enough. At least I tried.
I guess he didn't. want to
Rahadin,
do
would you
that.
like one?
No, but thank you.
Of course, of course.
We did
There
just
we
eat
go.
dinner.
We just had dinner.
Yeah.
I would
don't
suggest you
recall
get a good
Rahadin
night's
eating.
sleep. You may depart in the morning. And he will walk out and shut the door behind him.
Well, here we are now. So cool.
Well, okay.
At least there's a fire, I suppose.
He
Yeah, I
didn't
worry
guarantee you
about
nice quarters. He
ventilation.
just said you had a place to stay.
Oh, but he has such a nice fucking
It
house.
would be
Yeah.
it's the castle, but okay.
You got a whole fucking
Yeah.
castle. You can't
He
afford-
does. Doesn't mean
extra
he's going to
bedroom?
let you just randomly go other floors of the building.
It's rude. Impolite.
That's why we asked for a
This
tour.
is Strahd. When does he do anything? Why?
I think he could be quite polite.
He can, actually. He
He's
just...
not a very good host.
I mean, at least he gave us some food. It was pretty decent as well.
This is fine.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that we're in the middle of his castle. We probably shouldn't be talking ill so much.
We said his food was fine.
I meant more so
I said he was a
the-
bad host.
that. That being said, are we really comfortable staying here?
I mean, I,
I
think
think we're
we've
stuck here
sort of
tonight.
committed.
I don't think we could leave now.
I mean, we totally could, but we're
Just a
already
feeling.
here.
It might
Oh,
be
no.
unwise to leave now.
So what's going on with this little desk over here? Anything
2
interesting?
seconds.
That
It
is
seems like
what
it's an altar.
used to be the altar of this chapel.
Yeah, it's
The book and things are on it
desecrated.
just because the asset has a book on it. So it is what used to be the altar.
Interesting. Well, I see stairs over here. What's going on over here?
As you go to walk through there, the two statues
Oh.
on either side shunk their swords across the entrance.
Oh, neat trick.
Spooky scary.
Probably should go that way, I'd imagine.
Hey, can I do something I haven't done before?
Sure.
I'm gonna use a charge from my prayer beads and do guidance of Ilmater. And Ilmater's guiding hand points you in the direction of all secrets within 30 feet of you for a minute. I want to know, are there secrets in here?
So many secrets.
I'm gonna walk around the room for a minute. I want to know about the
Interesting.
secrets.
All right, just to make this easy on me, I'm going to give you a 30-foot circle around, just so I can kind of
Yeah,
see
sure.
what this would hit. This.
We like secrets.
Secrets.
Okay.
Mikael could easily walk around here and get.
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Like-
see how far out
You know.
that this really
We'll
spans.
do this. I've got a minute, so I just, I do the full
Yeah.
loop of the room.
I would say when you're near the altar, you would get a ping.
Ding. Okay. How about anything over here?
Nothing down and around this area.
Okay. And there was nothing up top when I was up
No, it was just around that altar
there?
you get a ping.
Party. Let's look at the altar.
All right. So you kind of look around where you had that ping. You push.
Yeah.
There's like a little. It's like one of the symbols. Kind of, you push in and it. And a like false front of it just
Cool.
flops down. And inside is a book.
A book.
Yes. You take out the book and you can look at it and brush it off. This book is a for lack of a better term, it's a Bible for Lathander. I can't think of any other way to
That's
call it other
neat.
than that.
Holy text or something.
Oh, yeah.
A Bible
But yeah,
for Lathander. Cool.
Interesting.
yeah, it's basically a holy text of Lathander.
Interesting.
You have to kind of really brush off the dust and grime
Yeah.
that's grown on it, and you can just faintly make out the symbol of the sun on the front.
That's nice.
You imagine it was probably put here either before Strahd took this over, during its construction, or shortly thereafter, because this is very old.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
want to do, speaking of things that we can do here, one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Celestial Fiend or Undead within 60.
That's not behind total cover.
I love how the text of that is a spoiler.
Yeah, well, you
just
know.
saying. I love that the text of that is a spoiler. That's
it
hilarious.
just has to clarify that you
I
can't pick out
mean-
specific things.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
But not the identity of the
Um,
vampire.
It's a good example.
Everyone knows he's a vampire,
It's a-
though.
Everyone
Curse
knows.
Strahd.
He's the most
Oh, I can't
vampire
find it with that
motherfucker
spell
that's
because
ever
it says I can't.
vampired.
No,
I mean,
I'm not saying that
Yeah.
it's not
He
a
is the Dracula of
well-known
D&D.
spoiler.
People know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not a
Yes.
well-known and very obvious spoiler, but it is technically a spoiler.
It's like not
But I
knowing if
mean-
Vecna is a lich. Like
Because
I mean, you didn't know
so I got
Withers
this book
was,
out there,
so-
and I want to see if this area is
Withers is
hallowed or
different.
not,
even if
or if it's desecrated. You know?
You would know.
Or if anything is nearby. You know.
Yeah. So with your ping on this, you don't pick up any celestial fiend or undead. You
Uh-huh.
do pick up that the book itself is hollowed,
Ooh.
being it's a holy text. Somebody consecrated the book itself.
It's a holy book.
And that I need to look up what the actual like.
Wait, I'm sorry. I need clarification. You said the book is hollow?
It's
Hallow.
H-A-L-L-O-W.
Not
Hallowed.
hallowed.
Oh. Okay.
So there's
Hollow,
hallowed
like-
ground and desecrated. Hallowed is blessed. Desecrated is, you
It's
know.
hallowed, not hollowed.
Yeah.
Oh, like some kids hid some booze in it a long time ago.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh wait, why aren't we opening
There's
this
a
up and
bottle of
finding some item?
extremely fancy wine inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do note that this area has become desecrated.
Oh,
Imagine that.
But
as
the
I suspected.
altar, the only reason the altar means attack is technically desecration destroys things that are not of the entity that caused the desecration.
Mm.
That's just how desecration works. If it's a holy symbol, altars, things like that are not of the entity that is being worshipped that causes the desecration, that they get destroyed. The only reason that you suspect that this altar remains is because the book was in it.
Cool.
But
Should we keep
outside
the
of
book or put
anything,
it
you don't
back?
get any others. So
It is a holy book. It is blessed or whatever with the holy power.
Side note, Harrigan just goes, oh wait. Walks over here. DM, I spider climb over the fucking statues.
Oh my god.
Mm.
This is a choice that is being made, chats. This is a
Yep.
choice.
It's a choice.
This is
This is a
Joey.
choice.
Yeah.
He's about to fuck around and find out. Let's find out.
all right, you
Okay. One step at a time. I do go all the way up on the top and I start walking forward. Do they do anything?
they do the cross again, but you're
Uh-huh.
farther up than they stand.
Uh-huh.
These statues come up. So the ceiling and area here in the chapel, I mean, it is a chapel, so this thing is probably 30-40 feet ceiling. It's a tall ceiling. But when you go, or I guess it's 20 feet. When you go into those statues are about the height of a normal person. They're not like
Uh-huh.
extravagant huge statues. They're normal height. So when they cross, you're up here and you're what, 3 foot something, 4 foot.
Notes. I am 3 foot 5 inches.
Yeah.
God,
So
forgot about that.
like
Yeah.
they kind of almost brush your ears. Coming from the ceiling, but you are up enough that you go over top of what their swords are. It's not like they've had halberds that completely cross. They just have swords that they had them. So picture them standing like this. They just went.
Mm.
Gotcha.
You know, it's not like big halberds that swing all the way and are, crossing the entire length of the thing. It's not like they anticipate people going over top of the statue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Does anybody do anything to stop me?
I nudged Mikael and say, your
No.
boyfriend is walking away on the ceiling, of course.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
I'm also
okay.
curious what's up those stairs.
All
I mean,
right.
if
Don't
you can
go
get
too
past it,
far,
not
don't
get
die.
killed, yeah, don't go too far away.
I'll try not to
Yeah, I'm
die.
just gonna go and be close. I'm watching.
Same.
All right.
A little bit. Okay.
If something jumps out at you, run back, and I'll kill it.
Okay, thank you. I start
Yeah,
walking up
definitely.
the stairs on the ceiling.
Okay. Give me a sec. I'll grab the next floor.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We need a party token
Um,
so that the non-people in this can just watch.
Oh, as I'm walking up the stairs, I will cast invisibility on myself. I might as well. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have passed without trace. I feel like that would just be better.
That seems helpful.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast pass without trace. No, that's not the button. There we go.
Okay. You have to forgive me because I have to grab 2 different maps here because I need to grab the map that you can see and then the map that tells me what's on this floor.
Yeah.
How do I? There. Stealth.
Not that one.
Oh, do me good, do me good. Wait. Nah, yeah, do me good, do me good.
11.
We'll take that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lean back and eat some popcorn while watching whatever's about to occur.
Yeah, that's accurate, isn't it?
Okay. Here. So. Joey, there is the map for this floor.
6Ks.
Oh my. Okay. 6K.
I did not make these maps. They're base models. I did not make them. Somebody else made them.
Uh-huh.
No walls.
I'm working on
Yeah.
the walls. The walls did not get made on this
There's
one.
a lot of fucking walls.
There's so many
I'll be
walls.
100. I'll be 100 with you, bro. You might as well not. I've already seen it. You just put tokens down when I like walk in the room or something, man. It's there's no point.
Well, the walls need to be built regardless. So, as I'm narrating things, I'll build them.
Okay.
So as you make your way up these stairs, you enter into this. Oh, well, that's why. It's because the freaking player vision's not turned on. There we go.
Wow. That's better.
Ah, okay.
Now
There.
it's dark.
The hell are you saying? The fuck is that?
Person who needs to read it can.
Yeah.
It's outside.
Right, okay.
That was where y'all left it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Summer sale out now, according to Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yep.
the Steam Summer Sale kicked off today. So you make your way up this room. Let me grab my. Here we go. So, as you're walking up, the large flagstones of the spiraling staircase lead up and down around a 20-foot stone core. Cobwebs fill the staircase, making it difficult to see even the ceiling. Heavy beams sag overhead from centuries of supporting weight. As you
They're a cobweb. Never mind.
as you get up to this room, the 20-foot high wall has a dark vaulted ceiling draped with cobwebs. A low moan seems to travel the length of the corridor as it rises and falls, intoning sadness and despair.
That's not concerning.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
And I discern where it's coming from.
Roll perception.
I'll ask the question that 10 is not asking. Does it sound sensual?
Ooh.
No. It's invoking
good
despair and
question.
sadness. It is not
Sounds
sensual.
Despair.
This man's been edging for so long, he's just.
God damn it, Joey. No. No.
700 years.
Would you not be in despair? 700 years.
You know, that's not, yeah. That's a good point.
You know, it's rare that we get 10 being the one exacerbated by a joke.
No, because we're talking about despair, so I'm just imagining Monokuma edging.
Oh, I was thinking Junko, but
Oh,
okay.
that's absolutely something that Monokuma would do too, though. Just saying.
Oh, I thought you were thinking about Junko, but you know.
Junko doesn't have. Well, anyways.
You don't know.
Fair?
Anyway.
You never finished.
Anyway.
It appears to be the wind.
Oh, Jesus.
It must have been the
It
wind.
must have
I walk
been the
over.
wind.
Yep.
Oh, I need to move. Do. Why do I always talk?
Yeah?
Token movement is what I was trying to say.
That's all.
Wow.
Is it?
That's surprisingly
came out
yes.
Wait. Okay, that was weird. Anyways, I open door.
You go to open the door and it is locked.
I bring out my thieves' tools. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Never mind. Not 20.
Wow.
All right. You open the door and enter, and what you see in front of you, a sculpted stone railing encloses this long balcony which overlooks the chapel below. Two ornate thrones stand side by side in the center, covered with dust and strung with cobwebs. The thrones face away from the doors that give access to the balcony.
I see.
In each chair sits a figure. Slouched over.
Very clearly
a lot.
dead and not undead.
Roll the perception, see if you can figure that out.
See how dead you are.
They are undead, but they appear currently dead.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I think I broke Joey's brain.
The undead are dead.
Annihilate.
This is a perfect way to have
Like,
the
are they
undead.
Okay.
inert, or are they dead again? Undead.
Full dead. Second dead.
Second
Dead to
dead.
half.
First dead.
It's like
Just
second
how
breakfast,
dead are
but for
we
death.
talking?
But for dying.
I see. Dead. Got you.
The deadest.
Deader.
Dead
I
and
walk
deader.
I walk to the balcony and I spider climb my way down until I'm standing over the window of the chapel. I look down. What are y'all doing?
Probably staring at the staircase that you
Waiting
Yeah,
for you
craning
to
my neck
call
to
out
see
and
if I
help,
can
so I have
see
to go
up
up there and come
the
get your
stairs.
butt. Yeah.
You guys hear a knock from behind you. Look over and just see Erigen waving down at you guys.
Oh shit.
I guess he's okay.
Oh, there he is.
Hmm.
And at that point, I think I've pushed my luck enough. I come back.
All right.
There you go.
Right.
Run away!
All right. Now you're back on the other map.
This one? Yes.
Yep, floor 1.
Oh. I didn't do a lot of exploring, but there's a hallway up there. It sounds like somebody's moaning. It's sad. Yeah.
Was it the
Anything
wind
cool?
or was it somebody, you think?
I think it was the wind. I didn't see anything cool. There's a couple of dead people sitting in the chairs up there, above where I knocked on the window. I think they are like dead.
Who?
No.
So not undead.
Can I see the people if I stand back here and
Dead
look up?
undead?
If you're standing all the way back from the window, you can just barely make out the top because they're so instead of sitting like up and proper, they're like
Yeah, they're slouched. They're dead.
yeah. So
And the
And now
DM
Ghost is dead.
And now the DM has died. What did you kick?
I hit my funny bone on my shelf.
Oh.
Is it funny?
No.
funny yet?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh.
I think it's pretty funny.
See, okay, you can see here. See how there are corners? Those hurt.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Yeah. Maybe
Ow.
maybe
You
don't
know
hit
what?
those, buddy.
You know what?
Uh,
The dead bodies are slouched over just as much as Ghost was slouched over when he hit his funny bone.
Yes.
yeah.
And that moan of despair sounds just like he did when he was in pain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh. Now it's like that dead feeling.
Are you sure it's dead or
Is
is
it that
undead?
dead feeling or dead? God damn it.
As I'm looking up, is there any further stuff like
No, the balcony. The rest of the balcony seems empty from what you can tell at your level.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Ignore any
Okay.
fireworks you
close
hear
the
going off
door?
outside my window.
Did he close the door to the balcony?
I didn't.
No,
Nope.
no, he didn't.
I would like to close the door with my telekinesis.
Okay, you shut the door.
Good.
All right, so if we're gonna go around sneaking in this castle when we're told not to, at least try to close the doors.
Close the.
Hmm.
Oh,
Good
that's my
call.
bad. No. I'll go do that. I'll be right back.
I just closed the one up there.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
As you guys are here, you hear a faint knock at the door.
I was here the whole time.
Yes.
I'll go open it.
Yeah.
Hello.
So open it up. It is that same figure that came by earlier to light the fire. Is now coming in with like a basin and a pitcher of water.
Hmm.
It is just
Ah.
standing there at the door. It says nothing. It makes no. It literally. It just knocked on the door and then stood there as you opened it.
I don't know. I still
I
see
do it again.
Rahadin. I don't see no
What does he-
zombie.
Oh, he needs to be hidden. He's not on the
Yeah.
map. I just
The
forgot to
zombie
hide
is-
his token.
Yeah.
Is this skeleton guy undead? I know that you told the other one earlier.
Uh,
but
Yes.
With my divine sense.
It is undead. Congratulations.
Confirmed.
I let him come into the room?
Yep. So it will. It's weird because as this thing moves, you would expect it to hear, like, because of how gaunt and tight it is, you would expect to, like, hear, like, either grinding from its bones moving or, like, the cat, like when you hear a stereotypical skeleton of, like, the of its bones.
Great sound effects.
Right? I'm so good at those.
I love it.
But this thing is, like, silent. As it moves, and it doesn't even, like, it's not even, like, jostling the water in the jar. It is just, like, perfectly level, walking itself in. It walks up to the altar, sets the basin and the pitcher of water, and then turns around and starts walking back toward the door again.
Once it
Extra
walks
undead.
out, I close the door.
All right.
I'm guessing that's for a bath, but prestidigitation.
It's more of like hand size, like for washing your hands and
Like
things like that.
wash-
Like it's
wash
not like
basin.
it's not a big basin. It's like a small, kind of medium to large bowl.
I'm just gonna point out, no one is going to. I'm just gonna say, no one's gonna strip down in here and take on a full-on bath. This is a bath, quote unquote. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just
It's to
I'm just
freshen
trying to
up.
set the scene to make sure
Yeah.
that sizes are appropriate. That's all I'm trying to do.
Little wash basin. For
Yeah.
I mean, I might be able to use it as a bath.
Fair enough.
It'd be tight, but maybe.
I still cast prestidigitation.
That's totally fair. There's nothing that says you have to
Does
do
that-
it. It just brought that in.
No, for
Does anyone else want
Yes, please.
prestidigitation? Okay, I go to Sophie. I prestidigitate. Clean.
But the
Yeah, can you, like-
didn't.
Can you do that to like all these beds
Oh, a good idea.
that we have?
I'll help.
this
I
one.
go to all the
Oh.
beds and I prestidigitate
help.
them.
Okay. To be
Ooh.
fair, the beds do look clean and good. Like I'm
No,
not
but
saying you
This
don't have
whole
to.
situation.
I'm just letting you know that
they
the
sanitary
beds
though?
do
Now they
look
are.
clean and fresh. They do not look like they've been sitting in here
Do
for
they have a
centuries.
lemony scent?
Do you put a lemony scent on them?
Okay.
You can do that with
Zila would think of-
prestidigitation.
Zila wouldn't think of that, but you're saying that these are like pristine, and I'm like, unless they have a lemony scent, I am going around and prestidigitating them all.
Okay, I'm not
Where's
saying I'm not
my-
stopping you from doing it. I'm just setting
No.
scenes,
Here.
man.
You're missing the real question. Is there a mint on our pillows?
Ah, yes.
Sure, why not? Just because.
Damn.
Damn.
Fantasy mints. Yeah.
So we got some shit beds.
Well,
but
it's
at least
not
we got
really a
mint.
mint. It's just mint, like the leaves.
It's
Oh.
leaves.
I like that better.
That's still nice.
Well, I mean,
Those
it's-
are delightful to chew on, by the way, guys.
They really are,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
I got all plant outside. Yep.
yeah, we had 2 plants outside. And then we didn't bring them in before we went to Delaware, and it was like 90 degrees outside.
Ah,
Oh, no.
so you had. That's the keyword. The had.
Yeah.
Yep, I've been there, done that.
I look at Basilica and go, "Are you okay? You got pretty tense in there."
She will nod her head yes. Let's see, what's the best... The only way I can think to describe this, and this is not... There's got to be a better emotion, I just can't think of it. Hesitantly reassuring? Like, it's like... She's has to sit there and like it's like I'm hesitant to say that, but I think that I am. if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like, she's trying to assuage your fear and probably some of her own,
Got it.
but she's... Yes.
You did good in there. I almost lost my temper there for a few moments, but I guess that's not really too far off from what I'm used to doing.
She will reach out and pat your head.
I like head pats.
Purple.
Claire loves head pats.
What color does Zila turn into?
I don't even think she I don't even think she
Purple.
realizes it. She does get a little hint of purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't even realize it
the
herself.
red makes them purple.
I want you guys to realize this, that she's clueless.
Well,
Yeah.
I know we've established it, but when you think about it, since it's just like the blood rushing to you and you're just made of like all fluid, would it just not just get darker, like a higher concentration of it?
I like the
Yes,
idea
but
of
the
purple.
player wants to make it different.
Very well.
No, I'm not saying that we can't. I'm not saying that doesn't have that work. I'm just saying, like,
My eyes are rainbow, my hair is green and blue, my blushes can be purple, okay?
I'm not arguing with what it is. I'm just saying.
You could attribute it to more fluid density, but it would still be purple.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It's your character. You
That's
can
all
make
I
it
want
whatever
to
you
do
want.
right now. Exactly.
Mhm.
Right.
So, Mikael,
Yes.
do you think if you like held that Bible up, like Strahd would like be repelled by its power or something?
The power of Lathander compels you. The power of Lathander
Thank you.
compels you.
I was thinking.
I'm so glad I swallowed my soda before you said that. You would have had a spit take so fast.
Damn it! It's so close.
I was resisting, and she just went and did it.
Sorry, I have
You know, I
jokes now.
could try, but I mean, can I look at this thing? Does it seem magical in any way, or is it just like an old holy object?
It seems like it's just an old holy object. It is hallowed, as Throsta found out, but in and of itself, it'd be hard to tell, especially if somebody as, ancient and powerful as Strahd would be affected by it. It's up in the air. Doesn't necessarily mean that it wouldn't be useful in some context.
I'm not
but
getting rid of it.
against Strahd himself, maybe. It's not impossible.
Maybe.
You do know that he doesn't like Lathander.
Mhm.
Yeah, though he clearly has beef.
It's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
Maybe-
It wasn't cooked.
Mine moved at me.
Maybe
I
after
saw it
we deal
move.
with
It was
maybe
undead.
after we deal with a few things, we can ask someone close to us a little bit more about that book.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Sela is
Makes sense.
avoiding saying a certain name.
Mhm.
I think you mean 3 things.
No, you're not picking up on what Zela's putting down.
Nope, apparently not.
I think
Sophie, give an insight check.
You're not talking about the hags?
No.
No.
Sophie or Tenkanos?
Well, I want to see if your character would pick up on what she's putting down. And would this be a
Or
persuasion or
It is
something?
so when it's player versus player, it is you set the DC you want him to beat.
I don't think it's
I
that
think-
high. She's alluding to the person to ask more about that book being Sergei, and she's refusing to say his name
Mm,
in Strahd's castle.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Yes.
That.
what things do you want to take care of before you talk to Sergei? That's I also thought you meant the hags.
Oh, I do want. That's what I mean by the hags, but I was more so leaning
okay.
towards not wanting to talk about Sergey.
Yeah. Okay.
I was wondering why you weren't
understood.
immediately talking to him, and then we're in
Not
Strahd's
the
castle.
place.
Of
not
course.
The time.
You guys should
Yeah.
also note that Zila's wearing black leather gloves on both of her hands
Oh.
because on one of the hands has the symbol. So
Yeah.
this is her way.
And you
of
didn't want to go
protect
Michael
him.
Jackson with just one hand?
No, I did. That
No.
would be really awkward. I'm just saying.
It was an option. I'm
it-
just saying.
And it would lead to questions. It would lead to questions.
See, I don't want
Whereas-
to get this hand dirty, and this one's easier to wash, so...
She's a slime. The hands are equally easy to clean.
Yeah.
Or they're equally as
Anyways.
dirty.
Right. Well.
Depending on how you look at it.
Not if you have one glove on.
Can't argue that.
No.
Oh, until they go back into a blob form and then it's all mixed up again.
Ew.
So...
I thought you meant Von Richten, and I forgot about Sergei's existence for a hot minute. So yeah, but
I knew who you meant.
I also understood Sergey. I just thought you. I was confused about the other
I
part.
understand. I just forgot
Alright.
that he was a thing.
Yeah.
So the night is wearing on. What are you all choosing to do?
Do we should probably set up watches, right?
I would say yes. I would agree with
Yes,
that.
I'm sorry. I'm
Not-
not for staying
We're not
here.
all sleeping in here.
I mean, the other option is we just leave.
My concern with leaving is that our protections are done when we leave, and then we have to go into the woods. You know,
And it's night.
that too.
Yeah, it's not exactly the best situation either way we look at it.
For all the
Yeah.
dangers of this place, I don't think that's.
For what it's worth, he has kept his word. For whatever that's worth.
For
Yeah,
now.
I guess Strahd is a man of his word, isn't he? That's
Overall, yeah.
one thing you can say about him.
Who wants to take first watch then?
I'll
I
do
can
it.
Do it. All right, both of us.
Look at that.
It's settled.
We start sleeping.
All right.
Honk,
So
honk,
first
shit.
watch is Throsta Hedrigen.
Take this opportunity to take my drink out.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
So, do we
you
get
have
our...
you have the +5 that naturally happens with your Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. You don't get the
yeah.
benefit of the nature tracking stuff that you would normally get when you're out in the wild.
Yeah, I don't expect a natural
Yeah, that-
Strahd Castle
Nah.
occupant to not be able to find us.
Yeah. So, but as far as the Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow just happens. There's no action or anything needed on you. It just happens.
It just
So-
does. You basically
It just
declare
works.
that it happens and it goes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you always
just
so you have the +5 from that, but that's the only boon that you have unless you have racial things or spells or other things that give you advantages on this check.
You know. Never mind, actually. For once in my life, I will manually add the +5 to my perception before rolling.
What is this?
I know. Holy
Whoa.
shit.
What do
I'm glad
your
you're
right.
hair
I
gun
don't see
eyes see?
That was almost two complete opposite ends of the spectrum. Holy.
Yep.
Damn.
During this watch, you don't see anything. Nothing.
I also don't see anything, but not because I rolled well.
Yeah, Throsta, it's just a really creepy vibe in here.
I don't like it in here.
Yeah, it's just it's one of those things of like any little creak of the wind rattling the windows, anything. It doesn't make you jump like you're paranoid, but you hear all of it. So it's hard to pinpoint if anything is coming because it's just so many creepy old noises that are distracting. But Harrigan, you don't hear or see anything.
Okay. I got a little RP thing I want to do. At some point, Harrigan just kind of goes like, "Oh wait, aren't there supposed to be like the ghosts of Barovia village that are supposed to attack this castle like every night or something?"
I'm not sure if they attack, but they come to the castle, I think, right?
I wonder if we can see them and
Maybe.
go over by the window and peer out into the distance.
Go ahead and make me perception because you are where you're at is the back side of the castle. You do have the castle walls around. It's not impossible for you to see anything from here. It's just going to be difficult.
Do I get the +5?
You do, but this is going to be at disadvantage.
Damn, hold on.
'Cause you are-
Disadvantage.
Up a considerable way.
Guidance. Spend a minute. It's a D4. Okay. Skills disadvantage perception D4. Damn.
Still
24.
24.
Wow.
God damn. That's just dumb.
I love Harrigan.
Is this Pathfinder numbers?
Yeah,
That's
no
what I
kidding.
feel like here. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Fucked
Didn't
up.
mean to do this, but this is awesome.
You do see faint glowing from the city below. That begin to you begin to see it kind of move out from the village down what you assume is the road. But then it takes enough winding path and gets past this kind of gap you have in the wall that you lose sight of them after a while, but you do see for a solid couple of minutes that light is there. And then you see it start and track down, and then it's like that for a few solid minutes, and then you see the end of it begin to track until it goes out of your sight.
Just, I have a stupid idea.
What is it?
I love stupid ideas.
Do
I kind
tell,
of want to
please.
go back outside. I want to go all the way to the tippy top of a spire or something. I just want to see what the ghosts do. Maybe we could figure out what holds them up or what happens to them, and maybe help them and get an army of ghosts.
I don't know about an army, but knowing where they go is interesting. Do you think you can do it safely?
He just kind of.
I can't stop you, I suppose.
Okay. I'll be back. But before I go, I walk over and I kind of, hey Vasilka. You are taking like a half shift. I'm gonna go check something out. I'll be right back. And
Narissa readies her weapon just in case and like goes to stand by the windows.
oh, you know,
Right.
do regular familiars have that psychic link while
With
you're 100 feet? Nah, it's 100 feet.
yeah.
Damn. I miss my Clane overpowered familiar walkie-talkie. I'll be right back. You stay here.
Yeah, do ya?
I mean, you could still summon an owl and it can go around and fly around and look and then report back to you. It has flyby if it gets into trouble. Just saying.
Yeah. I can't. And I'm not going to elaborate anymore on that.
Druid. But you're a druid. You could use one of your wild shapes to make this animal.
I could quite literally do that. Yes.
Yes.
You are correct. I was thinking of the legitimate find familiar spell, and yeah.
Oh, no. Not your normal.
Your local
That's
level 18/20 druid has helped thee today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but why would I send a familiar when I can just go do it myself?
That's a good point.
Let me quickly check. I mean,
the DM's leaning into the mic like, please do this. Please. Please do it.
Oh god.
Look at him.
The most
He's
logical
ready
person
to
out here
pounce.
just be like, I mean, it makes sense that you would want to go find out more. Sure, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
The DM
I mean-
looks like he's ready to pounce.
I
Please don't
think
die while I'm asleep.
Do
Oh.
it.
My spell
Do
here.
it. Do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Do
Okay. Real quick. Notes. Player notes. Wild shapes is okay. I have a couple of different flying options, but I feel like owl is just the best. Yeah,
Good nighttime bird.
yeah. Owl is just the best. I have the owl sheet pulled up. Perception +3. Okay, got you. Is there by chance any like broken panes of glass on these windows?
There do not appear to be.
There is now. No. Oh, that door is closed up there.
Oh, I could do this.
Don't I have what do you have? What can you do? Thaumaturgy manifest.
It's basically the cleric equivalent of prestidigitation.
Or
It does a
Druid
little
craft.
I
different
can
stuff,
open a
but
window,
it's
or I
fine.
can open a door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can these
Fly
windows open?
or slam
It
shut.
doesn't just open; it flies open. This window flies open. I'm not doing it to the door. Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of the smaller ones, so this one would open. The big ones are like floor to ceiling stained glass. So like
That's
the
too
one up top, like the one straight up from you, the one straight down from you, and the one straight in the middle are the giant stained glass windows. The other ones here are also stained glass, but they do have an open function.
big. Where are these at?
The one
Like
direct.
here or like here?
Yeah, so Okay. So this one, this one, this one are the two floor-to-ceiling stained glasses. This
Yeah,
one
too
and
much.
this one are more
Opening up this one.
like they're skinnier and they have an opening, like kind of swings out.
There's a button to open this one here.
Yes, that's because
There's-
that's the only way to make it a window is that it's an openable thing, but it doesn't
Oh,
actually
okay.
open.
I see. I see.
It just is there for the purpose of being able to have the window.
How do I delete this?
Double click. Here, you know what? We're just
Negative. Delete. 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 Hey, there we go.
okay. So
Okay.
yeah, you're gonna have to use thaumaturgy because these windows have not been opened in centuries.
That's what I figured.
I
It is not.
I can just make a
I thought this was an
bird.
enemy that popped in here, and I was like, "What did we do?"
It is not the quietest of
no.
noises.
It is not.
Yeah, do we wake up?
Go ahead. The rest of you just. Well, let me look at your passives because that's going to be what this is kind of judged off of because you're asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I would have, if it were me, IRL, I would have slept through that. No problem.
Yeah, you would have.
I think Zophie and Zila wake up, but Irina,
yeah.
Mikael, and Vasilka with 14s and 12s.
Is awake.
Well,
Vasilka's
Vasilka's
aware.
already. Yeah,
Vasilka's
that's true.
already
She would be
awake.
aware of it, but I think
She's just,
Mikael
like,
and
looking at me like,
Irina
"What are you doing?"
with 12 passives. I don't think
Yeah.
either of them would necessarily notice that.
Cool.
honk
What's
shoe.
going on?
I
Is
opened
that
the
an
window.
owl?
Don't mind me. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys look over. You only see DeRosta and Vasilka awake, and then an owl. And then he
We
Needed
flies
some
away.
fresh air and
Who is that?
Okay.
You know what?
It's me,
He's an
Darosta, by the
adult.
window.
You know what?
He's
He's
an
an adult. He can
adult.
take care of himself. And she goes back to sleep.
I take a moment to assess, was that him or a familiar? Because I still see his token here, so
That's me.
okay. Yeah, that's alright, well, hopefully Mikhail doesn't lose his boyfriend and I go back to sleep. Honk shoe.
Honk
Okay.
shoe.
Don't die, buddy.
So
Yeah.
where are you
I'll
going on this
try.
adventure?
I'm going to immediately kind of like fly up the castle, and then I'm just gonna sit on like the very top of like a flag spire or something and see what I see at that point.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
You have either the four corners have like I can't think of what they're called. They're the like square cuts like where an archer would stand at the top of a castle.
Like
It starts
a
with-
like a rook.
Yeah, it starts with a B. I just
Yeah.
can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have four towers, one on each corner that have those.
Battlements?
What was that?
Battlements?
It might be battlements.
Maybe? remember.
Then you have about 60 feet farther up from them and toward the center of the castle, you have a much wider circular flat platform with the same kind of thing around it. And then about almost 100 feet farther up than that, you have another one that is smaller in circumference. And then another 100 feet past that, you reach the very, very top spire of the castle.
I'm going to the very tippy top.
Okay.
Your funeral.
I
Alrighty. This is difficult to grab. There we go. You get up to the very, very top, and once you're up there and you look down, you realize that you do not see the ground anymore because of how thick the mist is.
Oh, fuck.
Oops.
You do very faintly see light. The same greenish hued light that you saw earlier. You do see that toward what you imagine is the front of the castle, based on the direction you came up and perched. But then it just ends. It reaches a point where it just stops progressing.
It's still there, it's just not progressing.
Yeah, like you see,
Okay.
and depending on how long you stay up there, how long you're looking to stay to watch this.
Well, the moment I realize it's not moving anymore, I'm gonna move from the one tippy top of the tower to the front of the castle. And before I land, I want to look at the top of what I'm just gonna call the Rook, because who knows what it is. I'm gonna look at the top of that. Are there any like archers or anything up there guarding?
So again, are you landing on one of the ones that are at the corner of the building, or are you landing on one of the two slightly taller ones that sit toward the center back of the building?
No, let's land on the forward ones.
Okay, so the forward ones. Okay, just so that I know, so I can make sure I click on the right spots on the map to give you accurate detail here.
So first, does it look clear? And if so, I land there. If not, I'm gonna go pick out another one. Blessed.
Thank you. Sorry.
Parapets. That's what they're called.
Parapets?
I put it in there. You can look at all the words now. Yeah.
Elements, parapet. Well, I didn't even notice this.
I was thinking of
Merlins.
parapets. That was the word I was thinking of. So it's not a B, it's a P.
Translations.
Okay.
Um.
All right. Done with all that.
Okay. So, where? Let me see. Okay. This is important so I can keep spatial awareness of this castle. If you are looking at it dead forward, right? So gates right here. Are you landing on what would be looking at the door, right or left?
Looking at the door, right.
Okay. So when you come down, you head toward the leftern one from what you see coming down.
Negative. As I fly, if I'm flying straight across the middle of the castle, I'm gonna veer to the right one.
Okay, so that's going to be left. Look when you're looking at the front of the castle at the door.
Oh, I understand. I was imagining from the doors of the castle to the gate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking about from looking dead on at the
Gotcha.
castle. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Good to know. Because there's just weird spatial things that I need to keep track of. So, because of I needing to know where things go if you go anywhere else. Okay. So as you land on that kind of parapet, it does look clear right now. You don't see anything up there. It sits probably about about 10. No, let's see. That is. So the top, excuse me, the top of the parapets are about 50 feet off of the wall.
Okay.
The actual like battlements around the outside of it are about 10 feet tall.
Taller.
Yeah. So like,
Okay.
so you have the base of the castle wall. Then you have these little archery towers, is what I'm going to call them. The top of that sits 50 feet from the tower. The battlements that stick up off the top of that for the archers to hide behind are 10 feet tall.
Okay, let's make this dead simple. I'm gonna fly on top of the gate to the castle.
Okay. Otherwise, I was going to use my thing to point this out.
No,
These things are the 10 feet.
I see. Oh, what? Doesn't matter that much. These things are 10 feet tall. Damn.
Yeah, on this castle, those battlements are 10 feet tall.
Tis tall.
Yeah,
Big
that's
good
going
castle.
off of official artwork. Even that's not even me making it up. That's the official artwork drawing.
Big Goo Castle.
Wild.
Yeah,
Large
they're
wall.
massive battlements. So you land on the top of the gate, which sits in the front of the castle. That is about 90 feet. Well, 100 feet if you're on top of a battlement. And you are trying to watch the procession.
Yes.
Okay. How long do you watch this so I can kind of narrate this for you?
I don't want to dig too much into the watch time, so assuming it was about 30 minutes before Harrigan had this harebrained idea, and it was another like 15 minutes till I got to that point where I'm sitting on the gate watching this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend an hour and then make it back in time to switch people out of my shift.
Okay. So you're looking to spend about an hour here.
Or until I see something flying in the sky, whether that be a predator bird, a pterodactyl, or an arrow.
Why would there be a pterodactyl?
I have
never know.
no fucking clue. I'm just putting that out there. Hostile
I wasn't gonna
in the
have one in
air.
here, but now I kind of want to
Don't give
just
him
because.
ideas.
Hey, you know what?
Vampire
give me a fun toy to play with. Let me see a pterodactyl.
So as you're sitting there watching, you see these ghostly figures that I described way earlier in the campaign. They look like adventurers, but they're like your stereotypical cartoon ghost, where they are green and glowing and translucent. So like you can see through them, but yet like you can see you can see their shape, and they're detailed and they look like people. You see them marching up, and as they get to the drawbridge, they disappear. So as one of them goes to like step onto the drawbridge, just and the next one, and they just keep doing this as you're up there on watch. They keep, just as they're about to step to what the drawbridge would be, they this about. What's the word? Evaporate. That's what we're going to go with.
It's like discombobulate,
Is
not
this-
the one you're looking for.
Nope.
Is this despite the fact that the drawbridge is down? Like
Correct.
theoretically they could walk, they just disappear. Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
Well, we do know that the drawbridge has a weird thing on it, like, right? Like, we learned that before. Like, it's trapped for us to have to go across it.
Yes, you do know that there is some sort of trap on it. You guys do not know the extent of it, but you do know that there are a certain path you're supposed to walk to go on
That
it.
is already party knowledge that there is a path to go. Yeah.
Correct.
Huh.
That's why you all relied on Zophie's knowledge to cross it.
Yeah, keen mind, baby.
I need to hit you with a memory spell so that I can get away with doing that
Hey.
again.
Look, it's simple. Just
Unfair.
kill me off, and then they have to do the puzzle.
Uh,
Hmm. All right.
I don't know. We'll see
well,
what the Hanks do.
Mhm.
Yeah, we will, won't we?
We'll see.
Yeah, we will.
So okay, does knowing that that's how that happens, does that change your 1 hour time frame? I'm
yeah.
purely asking,
Yeah.
not trying to lead or anything. I
No,
just am curious.
No, I understand. I'm just thinking. I suppose it does. I guess just real quick, I'd like to, dimensions willing, fly under the bridge and get a quick view. Is there anything discernible underneath? And then I'm returning.
Go ahead and roll a perception using the owl. I think you use the owl stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
You keep your physical but use its mental, or vice versa. No, you keep your
Yeah.
mental and use its
You have that
physical,
backwards,
right?
but yes.
Oh, yes, you are
Yeah.
correct. Okay, cool. I will perceive.
That's
with
how we had a
thine
really
own
smart
eyes.
elephant that stepped on things.
Mm-hmm.
I do not.
Oh no.
A 1 for a 15. Jeez.
Oh no.
As you fly underneath it, you do not. Excuse me. You don't see any sort of discernible traps. It
Okay.
just looks like there are potentially parts of this bridge that are very fragile.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I return.
Okay. On your way back, are you trying to keep an eye out for anything or just flying straight back?
Danger. If I'm gonna run into something that wants to hurt me, I'm not gonna fly near it.
Okay, I mean, that's fair, but I didn't know if you were like trying to
Yeah.
scout anything else as you were flying back or if you're just flying back.
No.
Okay.
Although while I'm out there, I do want to check. Is there anything of note on those two corpses on the chairs up there?
Mhm.
Like, are you going up to them?
Yeah, I'll just check them real quick.
I need initiative.
Oh no.
They are
Run away!
undead. They are dead until they are
Escape.
disturbed, at which point they animate.
Escape.
Ah, well.
Disengage!
Supposed to be dead then.
Fly away!
No.
It is specifically stated that they are slumped over and do nothing unless one of them is disturbed.
Well,
I thought
you
he already
see.
poked.
Well,
No, he
You
didn't. He just
fucked
went over and looked at him.
around, and now
Fucked around
you're
and
gonna
found
find out.
Okay. So I used the physical stats of the owl. I only have a +1 to Dex. What
Uh-huh.
is my initiative? Just 20? Roll D20 +1.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Cool.
So that's bad.
7.
Okay. So
I was not expecting to hear those words.
So this is how you die.
Yeah, this is
How
how
far
he
away
dies.
is this balcony that he's now on?
the balcony is
So
20
far.
feet up from
Alrighty.
the chapel.
Well, I went back to sleep.
Zayla's asleep too.
I never woke up.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting that.
If you
Fuck.
die while
Run
Mikhail's
away!
asleep, he's gonna be so traumatized.
Am I able to see this to him?
You
am I not able to see?
well, you'll probably
You'll
you'll
hear it before
probably
you
see,
it.
but you will hear, because they're not stealthy by any means.
Okay. So before this all starts, I want to ask everyone.
Uh-huh.
I, as the player, am interested to see if I can solo this. However, in the interest of times, I am willing to just say fuck this and run away if that's what you guys would prefer.
Buddy, that's
What
up to
Harry can
whatever
do.
you want to do.
What would Harrigan do?
If you want to be stupid, then go ahead.
I was gonna
Yeah, I'm
come and
gonna
get you.
fight.
I was gonna go assist because
Cool.
I'm undead and I can, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe there's something I can do to like.
Tranquilizer. What did Joey do?
I believe
Joey
in
fucked
you.
around and found out. That's what he did.
Well, the find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the find out is currently in progress, but yes.
Yes, you fucked around and found
Still
out.
finding out.
Yeah, it's
He's in the
finding
process
out.
of finding out. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. But still.
Yeah.
Man, there's gonna be some epic battle that's going on. Everyone's just honk
Mhm.
shoe, honk shoe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys might wake up and be like, "Where's Harrigan?" What?
All right. So what did you roll for?
A 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I need to get the map open. Is it this
It
one?
is
Floor
Castle
2?
2. Yep.
Cool.
Hey, guess what,
Don't
guys? I didn't
see
initiate
them?
combat.
You did it!
Yay,
You did
did
it!
it!
It only
didn't
took you
do it.
not
Time.
being there to do
I-
You
it.
didn't
took
touch
you
the bad
not
thing this
falling-
time.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
job.
I just had to be
Hey,
unconscious.
Tankanos, guess what?
What?
In Micah's campaign, I'm the one that started most of the combat. So
Yeah, surprisingly,
True.
despite Elren being the one to let's
Actually,
go! I didn't initiate any combat.
Mhm. And I don't know.
it's because I walked forward.
It's
It's because I
I
walked
walked
forward.
Asteria's like, I'll fight. Sure, yeah, sounds good.
I walk
That's
forward
amazing.
and it starts things. So I'm like, this is how that feels.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. So.
Alrighty,
shall
let
we-
me pull up some battle music here.
Uh-huh. We have what, an hour?
Yep.
Yeah, let
Okay.
let
That's
us
fine.
both try and make this as quick as we can, DM.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
All right.
He's gonna
If
die.
if I hear combat noises, I'm going to misty step as best I can up to the balcony, if possible.
What
Can you be able
is
to do that? What, the
Misty
thing
Step
around
is
them?
30 feet.
Yeah.
That's the token icon. Like, that's who's going. That's the initiative or turn icon.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's shiny.
Okay. Yeah.
It has a magical barrier and you can't do shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to. You're still in bird form, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, what is the AC of a giant owl, or of an owl?
I'm not
Not
even a
high.
giant owl.
It's a
I'm
regular
not even
owl.
a giant
Yeah.
owl.
Oh,
I'll
regular
tell you
owl?
right now.
It's 12.
No,
Mhm.
yeah, that's wrong. It's an 11. Also,
It's an 11.
I have
Oh.
1 hit point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see if I can hit you. I can miss.
Oh, look.
That's a 19 on the die.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Yep, there it
cool.
All right. Well, there goes owl form.
Cool, I can get
5
rid of this.
piercing.
Cool.
So 4 will carry over through to you.
Interestingly, I have 15 temp. Does 10
Oh,
does
so-
my
You still
temp
have my
breaking?
temp. You
Oh,
haven't
temp
completed.
breaking?
You have not
Yep.
completed your long rest. So
Yeah,
you still
you have not.
temp.
So it is still existing.
Okay, so my next question, does my temp being fucked with in any means alert you to, is somebody's getting hurt?
No, it just passively regenerates.
Oh, damn it.
I assume that would still pop the owl, though. Correct?
Yeah,
no.
because owl doesn't have
So
temp, right?
No, so temp HP doesn't change when you change forms because in 2014 it's given you a new health bar. You
Yeah.
still keep your temp as far as I'm aware when wild shaping.
Yeah. So he
So
wouldn't
I
pop.
bel-
So he would technically have a 16
Correct.
health owl.
He
Oh.
has correct. So as long as he doesn't
Fuck, I need to
take
pull this up
16 points of damage, he can flee.
Okay.
again. I only had 15.
Yes, you had
You had
15, that's
15,
what I
and
have
the
in
owl
my
has
notes as
1,
well.
so that's 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
good call. Good call.
Okay.
You can take up to 15
I
Yep.
see.
before you
yeah.
pop.
Cool.
It is now. So, as you disturbed it and kind of like landed to try to start looking at it, this one animated and lunged its head at you and bit at you, kind of scratching you as you pulled away.
Uh-huh.
Can
It's
you
now going to
move?
attack with its claw.
Can you move
Oh,
on the
I
map?
can multi.
That's an
Move
8.
what on the map. Wow, it missed.
Wow.
Here, just for reference, we will. You should be able to see the map, right? All of you, right?
Yes, you just haven't moved anything.
Yeah, that's
To
because they haven't
represent.
moved because they're.
Well, how are they biting him if he... Oh, wait, I'm looking
He's
at
the
his
owl.
token, not
Yeah,
the
he's the owl in
Yeah,
front of
I'm
them.
right here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he's gonna miss with the first claw, and now he's going to claw a second time,
I opened the door by accident. Oops.
and he's going to miss with the second claw. So he, as you escape, he goes to bite you, and you get out just in time to kind of get just barely nicked by its teeth. But then it tries to swipe up at you with both hands, and you kind of dodge away from them.
Cool.
The next one gets to go, and is
Uh-huh.
going to
Mhm.
attempt the same kind of thing. It's going to start with its claws to try to get you closer to it so it can bite you.
Uh-huh.
That is a 15.
Hit.
Mhm.
Okay, it is going to deal 4 points of damage.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
at 7 temp.
Okay, it's going to make its second attack.
Mm-hmm.
11 on the die for a 14.
Hits.
It's going to do 6 points of damage.
Oh, you're at 110.
Oh boy.
And now it's going to attempt to try and bite you.
Oh, it has 3 attacks?
It does.
Mm-hmm.
17 on the die.
Oh, well.
Okay.
There goes form.
How much damage?
5.
Oh, what the fuck?
It rolled max.
Damn. Okay. So 0 temp, that's 4. Owl pops, that's 3. I take 3.
You take
Gotcha.
3, and the
Oh,
owl
shit.
goes away, and you appear in front of them. Drosta, you would probably see this. You would hear the
If I
sound
hear it,
of
I like
swinging
poke my head
and
out like this on the window and be like, "Harrigan, are you okay?"
All right, well, let me just update my notes here. Harrigan has 0 now. Parentheses lost when he went off to be dumb. Okay.
Anyways,
I look over the edge. Those 2 corpses up here, they are animated. They're currently biting and they're hurting me. And
So they weren't that dead after all?
I
Oh.
guess not. Go figure. I'm dead. I'll let you know how the rest of this goes. If I don't talk
Should
back
I
in a
wake
minute.
the others up?
I mean, what are they going to do? It's only 2 zombies. I'll be fine.
Oh lord. Okay.
Oh, Joey.
If you hear screams of bloody murder, then wake everyone up for me, please.
I
Thanks.
think we
Um,
would wake up if we hear screams of bloody murder.
yeah.
I'll shout to the party, Harrigan's in trouble, and then I will try to Misty Step up there. So
Okay. You can miss it.
What?
So, to put in perspective, this balcony is not like outside the window. It is inside it, looking over the chapel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is like, think of like a
Interesting.
choir row up in the top of the back of
Can
a
we
chapel.
see it from where we are?
You guys couldn't see the balcony. It's toward the top of this. It's like, it's almost 30 feet up. But yes, you can see
helping
the statue.
Where is it at? Or when we're on the lower floor level?
So when you're on the lower level,
perspective wise.
it is here. This is the balcony.
Did you guys see it?
No.
No. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Cool.
there she
Okay.
is.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh. Interesting.
That's
The
what I thought it
balcony
was
is
initially.
there,
Okay, yeah.
but about 20 to 25 or so feet up.
I see.
Okay. So it's still inside though.
Yes.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay,
So
well,
yeah, I Missy step. I gotta get up there. Poof.
Yep. So, Drosta, you up here. Up here, go ahead and roll your initiative. All right, so you'll go ahead and act right now. And then
Great.
then you'll get
When did I
to
get to
cycle
them
back
now?
at the top of
Okay.
the turn order. So if you have any, that's a bonus action. So if you have any action
Yeah.
or
okay.
movement.
ooh, ooh.
I also swear I'm not trying to kill Joey. He just he just keeps
No,
being in
this
the wrong
one is-
places
No,
here.
This
one's
no
on
no no.
me.
This is his fault. This is his fault.
This one's on me. Yeah.
I know. I
don't
just want to
blame
make
you
it
for
clear that
this.
it is not. I'm not targeting Joey.
Oh no.
He's
Oh,
just
no.
the one that did this
No.
one.
Get it. We
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He's the one that made this choice.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this because that's my action. I think to cast that one. No, I can't do that. 2 spells in a
Yep,
turn.
you can't
but
do
I
2
can
levels.
if I no, I can't. Okay, I can't dual cast that one. I don't think because it has to be a cantrip, right?
Link your dual cast. I'm not actually sure if it's how
No,
it's
yeah,
worded.
because I can't do. I already used my bonus action anyway. So okay, I'll just walk up. I'll do it next time.
Okay.
I'll do this for now, and then I'll attack a couple times.
Okay.
I can't over magic myself here. So okay.
Do you get
round?
advantage from this by chance? I don't feel like.
No.
Yeah.
Kind of awkward.
They're in a
Yeah.
weird spot because they're in like still quasi in
Plus
the
I'm
chair.
from behind chairs.
Yeah.
Now, I
I'm
mean, you
using my
could stab
plus
through them. You
one
have a rapier.
because I don't have the sun sword on me right now. So
That is fair.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's in my bag of holding.
it's in your bag of holding.
Hidden.
Mhm.
I tried
It
to
is. It
target
is
this shot
literally
zombie,
on another
but it
plane,
did not work.
quasi
Target
other
mode.
plane.
Yep.
I can't select the Strahd zombie to attack them.
Oh, let
I don't know if I just
me.
can't. If I can't grab the token or something, but yeah.
How about now? Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting anything.
Here, let's try moving everything back, seeing if it's not just clicking Harrigan instead.
I don't know.
Which one are you trying to get? 1 or 2?
I'm going for the top one. Oops, that's damage. Sorry, wrong button. There we go. I must attack first.
Okay, that does hit.
Okay, great. That was a 6 total.
Okay, let's
Damage.
see. That is zombie 1. Okay,
And then second attack. That's not as good. Okay.
it still hits.
Wow, amazing.
That's
Great.
another 9 damage. Okay, here comes the fun
Alrighty.
part. Oh, never mind. It doesn't do that because you do piercing.
Yes, I do piercing.
Hmm.
No.
I
Okay.
stabby stab.
Yeah,
Well, I
you do. Rapiers. They stab you stab.
Hmm.
Okay.
They do that.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. I'm going to drop the marker down to Herigen.
Okay, so bonus action, I use Shillelagh,
All right.
and action. It's been so long. I need to actually check to see what this does. No, blah, 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 blah. Spellcasting non-set strength. Okay, got you. So. Ready? Cool. Cool. I think this is redundant. I don't think I need to do this. I should have looked at this earlier. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast Guardian of Nature. Sorry.
Okay, so not Shillelagh?
Hmm.
Correct.
Well, Shillelagh
Guardian of
is-
Nature.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It's really cool.
Alright, Nature Spirit answers your call and transforms you into a powerful guardian. The transformation lasts as well, and you choose one of the following: Primal Beast or Great Tree. Which one you be in?
I feel like Great Tree. I need to quickly set this as it should be because this is not built correct. There it is. Game Dark Vision, Strength Base. Yeah, we're definitely going Great Tree. I get 10 hit points. Well, 10 temp. Con with advantage. Dex. Oh, Dex and Wiz rolls with advantage. And 15 feet of DT around me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of neat. Yeah.
Why did that?
Um,
You have.
And this is actually kind of an interesting overlap. So, my thwack staff, as it were, is dex based. Does that proc sneak attack?
Yes. As long as you have advantage or
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be like slashing or light or anything. It just needs to be finesse or
Finesse.
ranged.
Finesse is literally the qualifier
Finesse.
for sneak attack.
And I have finesse. Okay,
Hell
this is
yeah.
going to be interesting. Cool. Which one did you attack?
one.
Zombie one. This one up to
Top
the,
one.
yeah, uppermost one.
Gotcha. Need to. I really wish I could pop out and use Windows in a second tab or a second monitor. Second
Yeah,
window.
I do wish that they would implement that capability. The only thing
Yeah,
that does that
that
is
would be
is Roll20 because it's a browser.
Advantage. I swing at this guy.
That
22.
hits.
And I hurt. Not a lot. But I got to use sneak attack. Oh my god.
Okay.
How do I don't have this built. So I'm just gonna roll a d6.
Yep.
Oh, we're so close to a 6.
So another 5. All right. As you smash this zombie,
Yeah.
one of its legs comes off, and then stands up on its own next to it.
Oh,
Oh.
of course it does.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. That's my
Anything
turn.
else? All right. Thrusta, you have a zombie in front of you that has a leg disconnected from it that is standing next to it.
That's exciting. I'm still gonna do a fire shield.
Okay. That hurts me if I
But-
hit you, right?
I think so.
2d8, I believe.
I can
Yeah, I
do
think
it.
that sounds right to me.
2d8 of either fire or cold, depending on if she decides to do fire shield or cold shield.
I want the one that does fire damage, whatever that one is.
That's
That
the
is
fire
I
shield.
think
fire
Fire
shield.
shield.
Fire shield,
Yeah.
which cold
It
resistance.
says 2d8
Yeah.
for my warm shields. I will do the warm one.
Okay.
Delightful.
Delightful. All right. So this one, and I am going to make this a bonus if I dual cast this time because I can. So
Okay.
it's up to 4th level, greater than 4. So poof.
All right.
Man, Strahd's not going to be happy about this.
No. I'm also like
If-
a beacon of fire right now. It's
If
lovely
he
looking
finds out.
on this balcony.
If
He'll find
If
out.
is
He
good.
knows.
If is good.
If is good.
All right. I did a flare point
You're
for
welcome,
that
Ty.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just go to
And
memes
then I'm
real
gonna
quick.
hit the top one again, but like the big part, not the leg part.
Okay.
Oh, he rolls. Nah.
Okay. Yeah, so both of those hit. That deals.
That was a good damage that time.
I'm here.
27.
I
Is that
mean,
from,
That-
I'm not.
On the final attack, you run
Yeah.
it through with the sword, and it goes limp on the sword, and the leg flops over.
Stay dead this time, please. Okay.
Oh. Yeah,
Um,
this would have been easy alone, but thanks for helping.
It is
Sorry,
on your
Fine.
sword if you want to
That
be like,
would
yeah.
suck. I'll shake it off.
Yeah. Leaves a
Gross.
brown splotch. That's a
Nope.
weird death marker.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's
It's decay.
gray. Let's call
Yeah.
it gray.
It's decay. That's all it is.
Sure.
All right. This zombie 2. The person that disturbed it is you, so it's just gonna shift up into this.
I'm a beacon of fire behind it.
Yep. But it cares about the person that disturbed it. That's what they trigger
That's
with.
fine. I'm okay with this.
I don't think you have a choice.
Yeah.
Also
That's fair.
true.
All right, it's gonna take 2 claw. It is going to swing wildly, and you know what? Let's see.
It hits me by accident.
Its arm goes off.
And then it takes 2d8 fire
It
damage.
loses an arm,
Mm.
Amazing.
which
Yeah,
then
this would have been
becomes
easy.
it from Adam's family and is now
Oh.
crawling around.
Ugh.
But it does lose a claw attack, so it will not take its second claw attack. It will take its bite attack.
Nice.
That's going to hit with a 19.
No, it doesn't. Hold on. Well, actually, maybe not. Hold on. So, thing with Flagstaff, if it hits, use reaction, roll a d6, it adds to my AC.
Okay, roll a d6.
Ooh.
Please?
Ooh.
It doesn't
what
hit.
does it do from here? Hold on. I'm pretty sure it does something else. I'm pretty sure.
Punishment parry. When you do roll a d6, you gain. If the attack misses as a result of this bonus, you can immediately make one attack with a quarterstaff. As part of the reaction.
Ooh.
Yay! Nice.
If it
Nice.
hits, it does extra damage equal to the d6.
Oh, and it's a full 6. Okay, this is
Mhm.
sick. Advantage. Nat 20. Just do it, please. Damn.
No.
No.
18. So
I got
roll the
really
damage,
excited
and I'll
seeing that
add an
too.
extra 6 to it.
Cool. There's that.
See, the more you demand the
sneak
dice to do
attack
something,
add to
n-
this?
Ask it
no.
nicely.
yes, you must ask the dice nicely. You can't
I see.
demand
No.
it.
You can go to
You don't
I
ask
see.
them. You just stay quiet and then they give it to you.
Yeah, once per turn, I guess.
This is not your turn. This is its turn.
Yeah, you can sneak
You
attack.
can sneak
once per
attack.
turn.
It's not round.
Yeah.
It's turn.
Uh huh. Get
Yeah.
sneak attack.
That's how Ayaki
Yeah.
got around
Yeah.
that rule.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I did that a number of times.
Reactions.
I really
Hell
wanted
yeah.
people to leave my threatened range so I could sneak attack them.
Oh, so that's a total of 15 damage on a reaction.
Oof.
Let's go. I'm totally
All right.
a martial class.
So now we roll this.
I mean, druids can be a
Ooh,
martial
what
class.
does this do?
Oh, I forgot. They have, a breath attack that does half your
No.
health.
Oh my god.
As
Is
you
it a
smash
bite attack
this
that makes
thing
it spit
with
for
the thing.
96 acid?
its
Yeah,
head
what?
tumbles off, lands next to you, and starts going ang, 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 like it did with Mikael during the other battle.
Yeah, this is familiar.
And in the shock, it also loses a leg. So now it has one arm and one leg, and it has a cousin it hand and the leg that's standing next to it, and a mouth going ang, 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 ang.
Okay.
They have a thing called loathsome limbs that when you do X amount of certain kinds of damage, pieces of them fall off and become independent. But then they have weird stat bonuses that go with them. That's really funny from the DM side.
Okay, Dodo, so you can stab it through the heart and kill it now, please, thanks.
Well, you're up.
You don't want to just...
Oh, it's my
You can
turn.
do it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
That was just
I'll
a
let you-
reaction.
Watching in case you die.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll wait and watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give it the old college try, I suppose.
You got
Wonder,
this.
do I
You're
have
fine.
anything?
This is fine.
I believe in you.
You would.
Mikael says
Yeah,
in
you
his sleep.
What?
I woke you
I said-
guys up. I said he's in
We're
trouble.
awake.
Yeah.
We're awake. We just haven't been allowed to join the initiative.
Yeah.
We're just kind of like, what's going on?
We'd also have to teleport up or run.
Yeah, you'd
past
also
the
have to,
knights that would
run up
block
there,
the
which
way.
is-
Yeah.
Climbing the walls.
Yeah,
Carriage
It's
I mean,
is
20
I
blue.
can cast fly on myself.
Mhm.
yeah, you could.
If
I
you needed to.
could. If I
It's
needed
fine.
to, yeah. But I
I'm-
mean, everything seems to be going well.
Yeah,
feels
it-
really.
It doesn't seem to be going poorly for Throsta and Harrigan. If anything, they
Like,
seem
you
to be
just hear,
doing
like, a
quite
bunch of
well.
silence and then like a shink,
Yeah.
shink, and then like a bunch of slapping noises, and then it's like, and then just,
And a random ang,
we
ang,
got
ang,
this, don't
ang.
worry.
Here, how about
Yeah.
this? Do you guys have it up there, or do you need help?
No,
No,
we're
we've
good.
got it. Thanks, though. Sorry for waking you guys up. I'll be finished
Go
Well,
back
we'll
to
be
sleep if
finished
you want.
momentarily. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
You can discuss amongst yourselves who wants to take next watch. It's coming up soon.
Are you sure?
All right.
Mikael's
Stay
like
awake.
That
attempting
hits.
to climb up the wall.
but
Poorly.
No.
Aw.
No,
He's
it
got
would-
this. He's
yeah.
fine.
I can make
It's
it
almost
probably.
And if he doesn't have it, I got this.
Guys,
It's fine.
stop rolling fucking low on the d8s, please. Damn
Roll
it.
your sneak attack.
Only
Yeah.
once from now on.
Okay, 4. That's not bad.
At least the d6s. are
Okay,
doing me
what other
justice.
limb can it lose? It loses the other leg. Now it's an arm pulling a torso,
Mm.
and you have 2 legs just standing there.
Oh boy, it's Torso Boy.
Is it prone?
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yes, technically.
Okay, interesting. All right, now you can kill it, the Rosta.
Are you sure? I could just leave it for you. I'll just wait here and see what happens.
No, there's a lot of limbs around me. You can kill it. I don't want to
Okay,
find
I
out
tried
what
to
they
kill
do.
Is this Witcher
So,
music?
what part of the body is prone?
The main torso and one arm.
Cool. Can I stab with advantage?
Yes.
As it's prone.
No, this is just random. This is called Giants of the Emberfall.
Okay.
Mm.
It's royalty-free music. Oh. Ow.
Good.
It's still alive. That hurt a lot.
Now it says I targeted it, but it didn't really. I don't know. Whatever.
It did.
Okay.
So I see the things on my side.
As long as you can see it, that's what matters.
Yes.
Okay. I
And
got it.
yep, you stab it one more time. Like you're just kind of like, die, die. And as you stab it the last time, the legs go, and the mouth goes, and then just lays there, mouth agape.
Well,
Okay.
thanks for the help. I appreciate it.
You could have got it
Wasn't-
by yourself, though. You had this. Yeah.
Yeah, but you made it easier, and that's fine by me. Thanks for the
I
help.
did make it a bit easier. And in case you died, I could have brought you back or healed you or something. So we're good. Okay.
I mean, honestly, all things considered, I'm barely scraped.
Right.
Anyways, so I came up here. And,
That accent really screwed you up there.
listen,
It's hard.
ask Mira. It's fucking
An Irish
difficult.
accent is really hard to keep up, okay? I really have an appreciation for Joey's accent.
You know,
now.
it was really hard to
Yeah,
keep
it's-
you.
the
those
Scottish
two are
and the
hard to do.
Irish straight when Joey was talking to the dwarf. Because the dwarf has
Yeah.
Scottish and he has Irish, and it was really hard to try to keep it straight.
Oh. And
Seriously,
everyone's speaking with like a Slavic accent this whole time. It fucked me up so bad.
Oh, that makes sense.
Honestly, with
Yeah.
Calisthenics, I've given up.
Or whatever my accent is, but who knows? Mine's like a Mediterranean.
I
accent,
tried
so
to
yeah, it's
jump
weird.
into it from time to time, but it just drops.
Yeah.
At the end of the battle, you finally see Mikhail's hand reach the very top of the balcony.
Oh, here, let me help you up. And you barely feel anything from me.
Aww.
Adorable. Yeah, we're fine up here. We got it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sorry to worry you. I didn't know that. I thought they were dead. I mean, like, sure they're undead, but like, they seem dead. You know?
Nothing here is dead.
Yeah, I should take that lesson to heart. Anyways, the reason why I came
Now
up
you're
here
up here.
is I was curious to see if these were like the old kings or something with like crowns on their head or like gold in their pockets. So if you don't mind me, and Arjun just starts like patting down the bodies.
The rest
You
just, like,
find
stands over their fire shield,
nothing
just
in
shrugs and just
in
kinda
them.
like, okay.
Ah. Well, that was a waste of time. Damn it.
As this is happening, you guys hear a knock at the door up top.
I imagine
I
so.
take off the fire shield. Like, I whispered to Mikhail, should we enter the door or not?
I don't think we shouldn't. I think we should
I'm gonna
open it.
I'm gonna open the door. Also, I'll open it a little bit slowly. Just,
Right.
hello?
As you open the door, you are greeted by the same type of creature that you saw earlier. This one has a mop and a bucket.
Mm.
Right. Apologies for the mess. So sorry.
It just
Didn't
walks in and starts picking up the body pieces and putting them into the bucket,
Okay.
and then it just starts
We'll just
mopping
go back downstairs.
the
Alright.
residue off the floor.
Do you think the statues will let us go downstairs?
Hmm.
I don't know. Let's go see.
I guess the least we
And
can
as
do is
we-
go down the stairs and see if they stop us, and then we go back up the stairs, right?
Yeah. As we step into the hallway, do we hear the moans?
You do hear the moaning, yes.
Amazing.
See, that's what I was talking about. Like, what the fuck is that?
I don't
No,
think
that's weird.
opened, but I don't know. Let's see.
I'm not
That's
going
so
to.
weird.
I will find some moan for the next time you're in this thing. I'm not going to attempt to do this because that's going to get clipped to all heck, and I
You don't
ain't
need
doing
to.
it.
Nothing. Maybe
Joey will
it's
do it
opened.
for you.
No.
Your face.
How do I?
Thinking about.
Agony.
Yeah? Is that agony, Joey?
Agony.
Ow.
If that's agony for you,
Oh.
I don't want to know what you're into.
Oof.
God, what are the
I-
lyrics that I'm thinking of? Hold on. I'm
Walking down the stairs.
Yeah, we're going down the stairs.
There it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm thinking agony.
As you guys walk
what's-
back down the stairs, these statues do not cross their blades at you.
Hooray.
Oh. Okay, great.
Okay.
That's one way.
Without
great.
Beyond the
falling over.
power of
Well-
speech.
Do we want this?
Into the woods.
We should go back downstairs. Let's go back downstairs. Okay.
Yeah, let's go downstairs.
Yes, yes.
Briefly, we also was tempted to go further. No, we'll go back. Back downstairs. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
You're not dead.
Now we're good.
All right. Zila goes
They
back
were not
to
very
sleep.
powerful.
Zila, as you go back to sleep.
She literally is just like, this is usual. Like I said, he's an adult. He can take care of himself.
Zila, I'm sorry to disturb you, but it's your turn for watch.
Never mind, I'll stay up.
Never mind.
Good night, guys.
I'll stay up. I'm pretty awake.
Yeah, Mikhail woke up in a panic. So Mikhail's got adrenaline going. He's gonna be awake for a while.
Climbed a wall.
Sophie tried to roll
It was
back
very impressive
over.
with the wall climbing.
I was
Sophie
hoping to roll
will
very low,
just-
but it was fine. It would have been funnier to get a 1.
It would have really been. I would have loved it to be
It
the
would have been
one.
much funnier to be a 1.
Yes.
But the 14 was like, no, you get up there at the very,
Yeah,
very end of the battle.
Zila and Mikhail for the not third night in a row. Just it's been our watches together
Second
for
watch
some.
of the evening.
Yeah, you know.
Same watch.
We get along.
Yeah, we get along. We understand each other. We got
We- you know.
perceptions.
On
We
an
break up
emotional
pairs
level.
a little bit.
Get along. I'd like to think we get along. Also, that hovered on the nat
That
one.
was crazy.
It
I
was
was
very
really
close.
hoping for that one. That would have been fun.
I listened like I always listen.
Okay.
Funny.
Oh, nice.
Zila and
What do I
Mikhail,
hear?
look, we are both not liking the fact that we're sleeping in Strahd's castle.
Oh, that would be a 27
know-
with the 5.
Oh, I apologize. I forgot to add the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing outside of the noises of the wind and building. Nothing.
Yeah.
And the guy
Seems,
getting
uh,
Funny. I'm like super attuned to every weird creak.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So, unlike
old
the
houses.
Rosta, who got really distracted by all those noises, you're really in tune with them and could pinpoint if anything is out of ordinary with them.
Cool.
And Zila's just on edge because
Yeah, and
she's like,
Zila's just
I
on.
did not want to sleep in this place at all. And the fact that we're still here doesn't make me feel any better. So, I don't have anything for this watch. It's
I
not
don't
really.
really either. It's fine. We don't
Let's go
have
to
to.
the let's go to the third watch. It's just like we small talk while
We make small
also-
talk.
We make small talk while also
Uh,
being really sus of
With
everything.
your guys' perception, you would notice that Irina is not really sleeping.
That also makes sense.
That
What
makes
do you mean
sense.
not really
Like she's
sleeping?
trying, like, but tossing
Okay.
and turning, not really asleep. She's just kind of laying there, and like every once in a while, like rolls over to like she's trying to, but
Mhm.
can't.
Okay. I'm not
Should
bothered by this.
should I just have her join us?
We can offer.
I'll walk
Hey, Rena.
over.
No.
I'll walk
No, it's-
over
no,
and
banging open
gently nudge
definitely
her.
didn't help the situation.
Yeah. So, yes.
You're not sleeping well, are you?
No. Why would I sleep well in the castle of the person who wants to take me as his bride?
Yeah, kind of figures. Do you want to
Yeah.
stay up with us?
Sure. I'm not going to get any sleep anyway. So yeah. So I'll have her roll as well. She rolled a 6, which makes sense. She's very distracted.
6 plus 5?
Yeah, so 11, but still.
So she. Oh, okay. I was
No,
about
she-
to say, so
she rolled a
nat
4.
one.
She rolled a 4,
Okay.
adds 2 because she's not she's not proficient in perception.
6 and
perception.
then 11. Okay.
6 plus 5 for the 11.
Yeah, it makes sense that you're not going to sleep well in here.
No, this is not the ideal place that I would like to be. The
Yeah.
sooner morning comes and we leave, the better.
Get out of here.
I agree.
Better this
I
than being killed by like 20 wolves immediately after leaving the premises, though.
You're right, there is that, but
Which I think was sort of the alternative.
I don't think it's the wolves that are going to be coming after us. Do you think?
I just meant like regular wolves, not like
Oh, well, yeah, that's
my
fair.
wolves.
Hmm.
Like Strahd wolves.
it's not impossible.
Fair. Are you okay after the dinner?
As okay as one can be when being addressed by somebody that you apparently used to be. And then being talked about, and it's a weird situation. I don't like it. And I get the sense that neither did Tatiana.
I imagine that both of you would hate that then.
That's what it feels like anyway. I can't know for sure, I'm not that in tune with her, but it seems like she did not appreciate it either.
You are who you are. And it seems like neither of you like Strahd very much.
But I know I don't.
Out of curiosity, I know that Sergey is very busy keeping the hags out of my brain because they really want to do stuff to me right now, but do I get the sense that he's feeling uncomfortable too?
Roll me an insight. It's not going to be a very high DC. Just don't.
Sure.
Don't whiff it.
Let's go.
18. Easy enough. It feels like it's more of a anxious feeling necessarily than a.
So he's on edge.
Kind of. It's more, I guess, apprehensive would be a better way of putting it. Like he is concerned and cautious as to what his brother's plan is right now. It seems like he's not really sure, and that's not scary to him, but disconcerting would be a better way of putting it.
God, Zila's starting to understand Sergey, and that is a strange situation. To Tranquility, who's popping in here, imagine somebody who's like a black cat and then a golden retriever, but they're not. It's
Homeward Bound. It's the cat and the golden retriever, but if the two of them end up as best
They make
friends.
friends.
Yeah, they're ending up being best friends whether they realize it or not.
Wow.
I mean, yeah,
Hmm.
I get the sense from him as well.
I
Let's
would
just get through this
imagine.
night.
I imagine probably him and Tatiana probably feel the same way. I mean, Strahd did technically kill both of them.
Yeah, the sooner we get out of here, the better.
I agree. Alright, anything else for the watch? Alright.
Nope.
Moving on to third watch. Irina is going to continue staying awake. Who else is going... Is Zophie going to be woken up or no?
I will wake up Zophie so that Irina is not alone.
Okay.
I mean, Vasilka's
Very
there.
important that Irina still.
Well,
You know what? For that matter, yes, I will also have Vasilka like be aware
Okay. Yeah, you
during
can
this
just
watch as
yeah,
well.
just have her keep awareness. Easy enough.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Good morning.
That's
Morning. It's your
about
turn.
right.
Yep. Okay, Harrigan didn't try anything stupid. Again?
No. No.
You're asleep.
he just makes that noise in his sleep.
It's just a random. Eh.
It happens.
He's dreaming that he wild shaped into a goose, I guess.
Mm. It could happen.
It could happen. Anyways, you're gonna do your perceptions.
Yeah. Let's see.
I rolled for the NPCs.
+5, which is really 6 because of magic item.
Okay. With your 14, you're pretty confident that there's nothing coming around. Irina rolled a 18 for a 20 for this one. So yeah, you guys are pretty confident that nothing is happening.
Good.
Nothing is coming. The night continues on. The sun will begin to rise, and the room itself will get a little brighter because it has 5 windows in it.
One's still open.
Yeah, the one is still open. So you do get a kind of chilly morning breeze that comes through the window. And Irina going to take a point of exhaustion from staying awake all night.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
She can rest outside the castle. Let's
It
get out of here.
just makes narrative sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that one time when the hags were messing with Zila. It's just like she's gonna stay the fuck away.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it just at this point it just makes sense. All right. We're gonna go ahead and call it here. We'll pick up next time
Yeah.
with us
Yeah,
starting
that's fair.
the new
Morning.
day, leaving, doing whatever we're gonna do from here on. This is a
yeah.
good place
Yeah.
to cut for tonight.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to get started heading toward hags and dealing with that nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
that's
Any
yeah.
other things that might come up.
The consequences of my story making is coming upon me now, guys.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's only
it's
been 2.5
happening.
years.
Only.
Only. All right. I'm gonna raid out.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna raid my model artist.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna raid Greg.
Oh,
Greg streams?
Yeah, off and on.